Alright, so welcome to our 6th episode. Now you may notice that there isn't a 5th episode up, and that's because after I was done recording it, it corrupted. That was horrible. I don't feel like doing it again. So maybe in the future I'll release a the 5th episode, which I believe it was based on dictionaries. So yeah. So today we're going to discuss functions. Now they're actually pretty simple, and functions are stuff that actually move the code forward. So for example, if you go here and do, so for example, print right here, right? This is actually a function. It's just that it's already been made for us through Swift, and now we can actually make our own functions too. Now what we want to do is do func, that stands for function. So that's a function. Next, I believe you put the name of the function. So we'll just put our print, okay, and then our print. Now you put these curly brackets here, and inside here you want to put down what the hell is function is going to do. So let's just do print, and then just do this is our print function, and now that's pretty much the end of that. That was pretty easy. Expected and oh yeah, so we're gonna have to I forgot, these are our parameters. We're gonna leave them empty for now. So yeah, so now what you want to do after that is to simply run it. You just simply put down its name and you leave it there, and there we go. This is our print function. See, so we just made our own function. It's called a print function, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'll be right back. Alright, so where were we? So oh yeah, we made our own function. It's our print. That's nice. So it's just us making our own function. That's perfect. Amazing. Now what's next? Oh yes, functions can also accept parameters. Now you'll see what the hell those mean in a second. So let's make another function. We'll call it func. I don't know. No, let's think. Let's think here, guys. What are we gonna name our function? Let me think of a nice theme. How about tree? Function tree. Yes, func our tree. We're gonna create a function here called tree. Now inside this is our parameters. We'll just put color green. Nice. Oh shoot, wait, no, I missed that one up. Okay, forget about that. So let's just think about tree. So func tree, so we made a function, declared a function called tree, and now inside the parameters we're going to let's do this. So in here, this is the stuff we're going to use. You'll see what the hell these mean later, but for now we're just setting up what these mean. So color would obviously be a string. Its height would obviously be an integer. Okay, so we set that up, right? Now inside here we are going to do let's just print something to the console. It'll say the tree is, and then here we'll just put the color. The tree is color and is alright, so what this means is so you declared a function called tree that will take in the following parameters: a color and a height. The color will be a string, the height will be an integer, and then it'll spit out to the console that the tree is, and then the color variable and is, and then the height variable tall. Okay, let's put like, I don't know, nanometers tall or some shit like that, whatever, it doesn't matter. So we do that, and now we'll just go here, and first we declare. So first all we have to do to call it is just put this here. Now wow, I filled it out for us. So what color should the tree be? It should be green, and the height of it should be 200,000, whatever, I don't know, just any number. Now we let that run. Okay, let's see. Unresolved identifier. Oh yeah, cause whoops, I'm stupid. So I forgot to make this a string. Cause remember, it only takes in string. The color will only be a string. So there's a string. Nice. Now I let that run. There. Now look at what it prints out to the console here. The tree is green and is something to 200,000 nanometers tall, right? So now if we look at this, there's a function, we declared a function called tree that will take in the following parameters: color, string, and height. Color, which is a string, and height, which is an integer. And then so we declared it here inside our thing, inside our parameters. We typed out the function name, and then inside our parameters we put color is green. So then it goes here, and so then it goes back to the function, make sure that the color is equal to green, and it goes here, and we made it so the height is 200,000. So then they went back to the function and made the height 200,000. So and then it printed out to the console the tree is green and it is 200,000 nanometers tall. Alright, so that's how functions work. You can also return stuff. Okay, so let's just do the same. Let's do the same thing, but with what's a good thing? Jupyter. How about that? Function. Oh, so functions can also spit out values. So I forgot what they called, but okay, whatever. Let's just declare a function called Jupyter. Okay, and here's our parameters, and what will our parameters be? Well, let's do size, and what do you think the size should be? It'll probably be an integer. And we put the comma. The comma separates the parameters, okay? And then we put another one. It'll say, uh, oh, grav, grav. What about color again, huh? And that'll be a string. Alright, nice. So we got the string here, we got the integers. That's really cool and all. Wow, that's amazing. So we put that out here. Nice. But you can also actually do this. This is what we're gonna learn today. Well, of course we're learning everything today, but this is arrow. I forgot what it's called, but what it does is that it makes sure that it tells a function that you must spit out something. So we'll do string. Yeah, so what we did here was made the function, declare the parameters, etc. And we put an arrow here. And it said that the function must return a string. So if it doesn't, then the whole thing's going to come tumbling down, okay? So it's just a way of telling you that it must return a string. If it doesn't, then everything just screws up and we're all dead. So let's go back here. Now what we do? We do something called return. Now return basically, when you run the function, once it's done running, it'll equal a certain value, okay? And you can do stuff with that value. So return basically just returns the variable from the function into the real world, and you can do whatever the hell you want with that variable value. So we could do return Jupyter is something miles big and color. Alright, yes, so that's pretty cool. So that's our function there. So it'll run this, right? It'll return it. So when we run this, right, it will go return. It'll take this value, get the hell out of this function and into the real world, and we'll just do whatever we want for that. It could be pretty useful. So let's try and running it. So Jupyter, and so for the size, we'll just do like, I don't know, 2, who cares? And for the color, we'll just do, oh I meant to do that, whoopsies, my bad, haha. Okay, so for the color, we'll just be like, I don't actually know, maybe it's brownish, or, I mean, there's a red spot, lots of white, brown, all the colors. let's put down brown for now, and look at what it will return to us. Jupiter is 2 miles big and is brown in color, so when we run this, that's what it returns, right? So basically this thing, this code snippet here is actually equal to this, so that's pretty cool. And it's a string because we told it to return a string, right? We can do a number of things with that value. For example, we can print it out. Wow, see, it printed out. See, because this whole thing here is just actually, since it returned a value, this whole thing here is just equal to one thing, which is the thing we returned. Now we can print it out, we can do a number of stuff with it. That's very cool. You can also put like if-else statements inside of these. Inside of functions, you can do loops, you know, it's just like any code. Yeah, so that's a function. They're not that bad. It's essential that you know this stuff though, so I recommend like going online, looking at other resources and other than this shitty tutorial, and know functions like the back of your hand. Alright, and yeah, ciao, see you.